If you're into K-pop and K-dramas and want to get into reading Korean fictional books or just books that have similar vibes to K-dramas, then I have the books and comics recommendations that might be just perfect for you. First recommendation is a webtoon by Hype based on the K-pop group TXT and is called The Star Seekers. It's set in an alternative reality where magic exists and there are idols that possess magic abilities and those who don't. And we follow a group star one who still has no magic abilities, and their agency, who invested a lot in them, is starting to lose hope in them. But suddenly, when they are rehearsing for a performance, the group is getting attacked, and one of the members is finally manifesting a magical ability. And after the series of events, they are tasked to save the world. This is a webtoon, so it's super easy to read and get through. It has both magical fantasy elements and some glimpses of idol industry. So if you're also interested in Korean, you can even try reading this in Korean. The next two books are kind of similar because they revolve around idol industry, but from the different perspectives. The second book is XOXO by Axie Oh. The story is about a girl named Jenny who's Korean American and she has to go back to Seoul with her mom because her grandmother is sick. One day she gets involved and spends a day, very adventurous day, with a guy named Jae-woo, who later we discover that he's a member of a famous K-pop boy group called XOXO, but of course she didn't know about it because she's so not into K-pop. But then when she's in Korea, she goes to Elite Art Academy and he's there. And of course, they have feelings for each other, but they can't date because Jebu is an idol and he can't really date anyone. And Jenny herself is too focused on her studies and she doesn't want anything to distract her. This book felt like a very good Wattpad fanfiction and I enjoyed it and had a very nice time reading it, so I absolutely recommend this. The next book is Shine by the ex-member of Girls' Generation, Jessica Chan. This story is more about the idol industry because the main character is a trainee and she is getting ready to debut in a girl group. Again, this involves forbidden love trope, some betrayals, everything that we love, a little bit of behind the scenes of idol industry, but nothing too shocking for those who are already into K-pop. The next three books are now very similar to K-dramas and definitely have this vibe of a TV series. And I hope that one of those books will eventually turn into a K-drama because I can really envision that in my head. So the Bookstore of Illusion by So Sorin. We follow a main character, Yeon So, who left her office job to become a writer, but all publishers reject her manuscript because she writes stories with no happy endings. She goes on a walk one day and finds an interesting bookstore that is hidden from people and meets the owner who's very peculiar. The story is very interesting and definitely, as I said, reminds me of K-dramas. The next book is The Shop of Selling Time by Kim Sun-yeon. A main character, Eun-jo, opens a store that sells time to people while she helps people to do the errands for them so they can save time. She learns to live in the moment and appreciate life and don't be in run always. Very heartwarming story that makes you rethink your values. The next book is Dellergut Dream Department Store. The dream you ordered is sold out. Just like the title suggests, the story follows Penny, a new employee in a store that sells dreams. This book is definitely my favorite out of all in this list because it's so exciting and captivating. I love the idea of this book and how the main character wonders why we dream in the first place because it seems like a big waste of time. But with her, we witness people's dreams and get to know the world around us a little bit better. The next recommendation is a webtoon series villains are destined to die. This is a webtoon where we follow a main character who is transferred into a game where she has to play as the villain and tries to survive. So many interesting characters, easy to read, very beautiful art style. Highly recommend this to everyone. Only Castle in the Mirror. This book is written by a Japanese author, but it had a very strong K-drama vibes for me. The main characters are students that avoid going to school, and everyone has their own reason for that. They meet together through a glowing mirrors in their homes, where they meet the Wolf Queen, who tasks them to find a key in the castle. We discover each character's story, and my favorite part of the book is when all the pieces of the story click together and we get the final reveal of who is the Wolf Queen actually is. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.